Hi there, I'm Miss Fisher. I'm the digital media game design teacher at Orange County School of the Arts, and today I'm going to be talking about conquering art block. So the first question we want to start asking is, what is art block? And for a lot of artists, we have kind of this preconceived idea of what art block is, but for several artists, it might actually be something completely different than what they believe it is. So we're going to be going over specifically what art block is. So what is art block? We're going to talk about what artists usually think an art block is. This can range between several different artistic struggles, such as you're feeling a lack of motivation, as if you're having difficulty getting into the work you're trying to make. You're feeling uninspired, as if nothing can really give you ideas. You're feeling stuck, or feeling like you're not improving as an artist, as if your work is staying as it is. You're feeling bored or being uninterested in current or new projects. You're feeling unsuccessful or untalented, as if you aren't a good artist. And finally, you're feeling as if you're not able to draw or come up with your own ideas. Many artists usually believe that art block is a series of negative situations that keep them from being able to draw and create, but in actuality, it's quite the opposite. Now we're going to talk about what an art block actually is. It's a period of time between understanding old information and learning new information. This occurs when an artist just accomplished learning something new and is now in a sort of delay until they learn another new thing. In this delay, which we refer to as a plateau, things can feel more stagnant. This is the time where an artist may feel as if their art isn't going anywhere, as if they aren't improving, they aren't feeling motivated, and so on. In order to get past this plateau period, an artist needs to actively seek out new information to learn and grow so that they can overcome it. In a way, an art block isn't really a block at all, and in fact, it's showing an artist something positive. It's showing them that they've learned something new, and now it's time for them to find another new thing to learn from. As an artist, it's good to know what's keeping you from moving past art blocks. These are a series of habits that are usually formed from artists who take art block as a negative situation, but it only serves to hold them back. These include self-sabotaging habits, such as procrastinating on your work and personal projects, which keeps you from drawing regularly. Negatively comparing yourself with other artists, which can dampen your confidence and slow down artistic progress. Negative thoughts that focus on weaknesses, such as focusing on your artistic flaws. Overlooking your strengths and achievements as an artist and within your own work, which can make it difficult to see the good in your work. Staying stagnant during your plateau period by not learning new information. And finally, getting burnt out with your work from not taking breaks, which can ultimately slow down your artistic progress. While it's easy to fall into these habits, it's important to know that they can cause more obstacles for the artist to overcome during the plateau period of their art block, which can make progress that much more difficult. I'm going to show you how all of this information works visually. We'll start with our artists during a plateau period, where they become stagnant in their work and they don't seem to be moving forward. But our artist is working to discover something new to learn from during this period so they can continue along their artistic path. After some time, our artist has discovered something new and is working hard to establish this new information into their artistic skill set. This period is known as the incline, where our artist is undergoing artistic growth and improvement. After achieving this new skill set from the new information they gathered, our artists find themselves stagnant again. This is another plateau, just like where our artists started their journey. However, this time, our artist is becoming wrapped up in some negative feelings about their artwork during this plateau, and is finding themselves lost in some bad habits, such as procrastination and negative thinking. This is called a decline, where an artist's work may be impacted by the negative obstacles they create that get in their way. But, luckily, our artist has gotten themselves out of their negative rut by remembering more constructive actions, and though their decline was pretty lengthy, going back to an incline is fast and easy. New learning supports the artist to continue moving upwards on their path. Our artist finds themselves at another plateau, but has gotten better at learning and accepting new information to continue their artistic progress, making the length of their plateau period much shorter and their incline much bigger. This allows our artists to continue moving forward and upward between each incline and plateau that they experience throughout the rest of their artistic career. As an artist, You will be experiencing numerous inclines, declines, and plateaus throughout your artistic career. There will be several ups and downs throughout your learning process, and it's important to know that these obstacles are perfectly normal for artistic development. Now let's talk about getting past art block. I've broken this down into 3 primary habits for an artist to utilize that can make artistic progress from your plateau period smoother and more manageable. First, you want to keep drawing. When you stop drawing during the delay period, it's only going to make things worse, and it'll affect your abilities as an artist. Second, you want to learn something new. Having new information and doing something new requires learning focus, which will help you start inclining from your plateau. And third, you want to find fun and enjoyment in making your art. Figure out ways to make the projects you work on fun and exciting for you. Progress isn't limited to only these 3 points, but they're a good start for anyone struggling to overcome their art block. As an artist, you'll also find your own unique ways to get past it. Here's a list of new things you can learn during your plateau period. Try a new artistic medium. This can range between traditional art, such as using graphite or ink, to digital art. You can learn a new artistic discipline, such as drawing architecture and environments, or something more tactile like sewing. You can study from your favorite artists so that you can learn what's so successful for them and how they got to be successful in their work. You can do observational and life drawing, which can help you shift gears from what you're currently stuck on and gain new insight on how to move forward. You can study how other artists create and draw to help learn new information. And finally, find inspirational artwork that helps you explore new ideas, which can help you branch out into creating new things. It's important to know an assortment of different things you can learn. As an artist, you'll start learning your own unique things to learn as you grow, so don't be afraid to try other things too. It's good to know these last few key points about getting past art block. All artists go through phases of being more or less inspired. Professional artists are the ones who learn to keep working and growing despite these obstacles. Some professional artists don't believe art block is really a thing. They believe that for an artist to accept art block means that they're accepting they can't create. And some professional artists believe that when someone says they have art block and can't work, it means that that person isn't actively seeking out new information to continue growing as an artist. They'll often consider this to be an excuse to not work at all. Although harsh, being a professional artist means finding ways to work through art block as actively as possible. That way, an artist doesn't become stuck on their plateau, and the quicker they can get back to their normal workflow and continue their artistic growth. That about wraps up how to conquer art block. Join me for the next video, and I will see you later. Bye!